Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another stream to be Overthunk by Sharky. Thanks for tuning in again. We are back here after what seems like a pretty big pause between streams. I think it's been like a month or something since we were last on here overthinking some games, and whenever that was, several weeks back, we began our first look at doing some speedrun preparations for Jumpstart 3rd Grade Mystery Mountain. So that was a load of fun, and I've got a bit of news to report in the weeks since then. I've had a couple of things come up the last couple of weeks, or at least the weeks immediately following that stream. But then, shortly before Christmas, which it currently is, but even more shortly before that, we came across a new PC. Our computer of nearly 10 years of age has started to become more and more unreliable over the years in a couple of different ways, and so the time had come to take advantage of Black Friday sales and Christmas lead-up sales and things like that. So we took the chance to get a new PC, which has come with a lot of pros and cons. And as a result, big pro new PC, a lot of good pluses that are coming with that, but a big con is I can't get Botley to work anymore. Unfortunately, there's a load of things I probably could try and could work hard and actually make it work, but the short story is the steps that I went through to get it working the first time around, those steps no longer carry through on Windows 11 the same way as they once did on earlier operating systems and on earlier setups with things. So unfortunately, good evening, Katooth. Yes, exactly. New PC isn't retro enough. Like there are things I could definitely do to find ways to make this work. Like I've never played around with virtual machines before or anything like that, and I'm sure there are ways that I could make this work, but that was shaping up to be a little bit too much effort to have to commit to, particularly this time of year. So I've taken the easy way out, and we are going to overthink something completely different, which was effectively the next thing on the list anyway. But it does mean that this has brought an end to our speedrunning career of Botley before it even began, and instead we are jumping back into Minecraft, something we haven't done here in ages. This is a Skeevers and Novak favourite, playing through the Minecraft realm together, but we are going to be overthinking a Minecraft build challenge for the next however long this takes us. So let's put the game sound back on. There we go. There was some Minecraft music in the background here, but I'd muted it so that I could talk without being disturbed. Let me know if that's like really loud. That's like menu music, so it's kind of loud, but we can turn that down as we get going. I forgot to delete those. Let's quickly delete them. Test worlds, as you do, just to check that things work. So because this is a build challenge, we are going to be it's going to be a creative world. I'll mark it as survival, and we'll change into creative mode and stuff like that. So we're going to put peaceful difficulty. We're going to put allow commands on because we're going to be doing some stuff with that as part of the building process. I need a name for this world, so let's go with Sharky. Wild Skeevers appears in the chat. Good evening, Skeevers. Oh, hang on a minute. We've got incoming. Skeevers and Novak. All right, let's let this play out while I try and work out what I was going to name this world. What is this? Let's just call this Sharky's Build Challenge. Who knows? That's good enough. World name's not super critical. To protect the world from devastation. Novak, that's your cue. You've got the next line. We need super flat to unite all peoples within our nation. Super flat world, and we're going to customize it. It's going to be mostly water. We're going to modify this a little bit. We'll have bedrock at the bottom, 64 deep slate is insane. We only need about 4 or 5. Let's go 5 deep slate. We don't want any stone, we don't want any dirt, we don't want any gravel. We don't want 90 layers of water. 3 layers of water will be plenty, I think. And we don't want it to be a deep ocean biome necessarily. We'll just let it be any biome we like. That should be fine. Let's go use preset. So what have we just agreed to? That's our world generation. Oh, I'm falling behind. Hang on. Protect the world from devastation. Unite all peoples in our nation. To denounce the evils of truth and love. To extend our reach to the stars above. Skeevers. Novak. I can't wait to see how they end this. Yep. So 3 water on the top. Let's done that. Yep. So 3 water on the top, then 5 deep slate, then the layer of bedrock at the bottom. I think that's fine. That's what we want. Generate structures. Not really. No. We don't want a bonus chest. More. I don't know. We don't want fancy stuff. That's fine. It's Team Skovac. Here we are. Team Skovac blasts off at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Katuth, that's right. I was wondering if we were going to have a Katuth cameo at the end of that. Well done. Good job. I was wondering whether you were going to call yourself Team Rocket or something like Team Skovac, or whether we were going to... yes, thanks for calling you out of being a slow typer, Novak. No worries. My pleasure. Excellent. It's a good thing we have 3 viewers and we can do this sort of thing. Let's create a new world. Let's jump into this. Alright. And immediately sinking into our 3 tiles of ocean. Ocean in every direction. There's the sun. Alright. What do we got? It's a plains biome. Nice. Alright. Well, let's get into creative mode. If I can get the controls right. Okay. I want some wall blocks to help me just sort of mark out stuff. Let's find, where is the origin? Wait a minute, let's think this through. So X, Y, and Z. So this is classic Overthunk with Sharky. So we've got to think this through. Sharky, no worries. Oh dear. Also, Novak with the sub. I thought you'd only recently resubbed with us. That seems like a fast month to have gone through, but thanks for waiting for a overthinking the overthunking. Thanks for waiting for a Sharky stream to resub with us. Much appreciated. Where'd the sun go? There it is. Sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So that's east. That's north. Great. So X, Y, Z coordinates. Here we are up here. I'm going to have F3 up basically the whole time, so get used to all of this. We've got X, Y, Z. So Y is obviously elevation, up and down. X and Z is the horizontal plane. So the Minecraft world lives in the XZ plane. It was all this chat. I haven't paid attention to what is on screen. No worries. Oh, do I need to put up the hang on, let's put up that. There we go. Alright. There is a lot of ocean. Well, we generated an ocean world. There we go. We'll throw up maths with Sharky because we're doing a little bit of that to start with. So, contrary to what you might think, the ground plane in Minecraft is not the XY plane, it's the XZ plane. Y goes upwards. And you can see on my character model bobbing up and down. Y is going to go up. Yes, exactly. As though I'm going to have this up a lot, so get used to it. As though Skeevers doesn't have this up all the time anyway. But distracting me from all this important maths. So, because we're still in a right-handed coordinate system, and y is vertical elevation, is our altitude, and positive y is up and negative y is down, then we have some funky things that happen with the x, y, z coordinate system. X does point in the east, so positive x is towards the east, is to where the sun rises, which means if positive y is up, then positive z is unfortunately south. So z does point north-south, but positive Z is more south, not more north. So you've got to kind of wrap your head around which way these numbers go a little bit. So this is the east, and also if you haven't looked at all the stuff on F3, you can kind of tell where you're looking anyway, because it says right down here facing east, or facing whatever direction here. So this is east, this is north. But yeah, so south here, that's more Z, so I want less Z. I want to be going a bit more north. I'm trying to find 0, 0, basically. We want to go back this way a bit. Okay, so somewhere here, is it this one here? There we go, that's 0, 0. Let's put a marker down. Okay. Alright, so I'm standing on 0, 0. And this is the world. And so that's positive X, that's positive Z, and this over here is the world before us. You know, that kind of thing, right? So this is the way we're looking out here in this quadrant of things. So what are we doing here? Let's take off Maths with Sharky. We don't need that right now. Well, I'm going to try and do a bit of a build challenge, and the reason we're setting ourselves up with an infinite ocean to build with is because I'm going to do my best. Where are we? That's there. I'm just setting it up in another window. We are going to do our best to attempt to build a scale model of Australia. Aussie pride represent. Now, I know a lot of people have done things like this and have even done one-to-one scales of the world, and they are amazing. We are going to do Sharky's budget edition of a map of Australia in Minecraft. Now, we're definitely not going to do this one-to-one. A single block in Minecraft is canonically a cubic meter, so this is a 1 by 1 by 1 meter block. And the width of Australia, I haven't got a map of Australia to put on the screen for you guys. I've got it in another window here. But the geography of Australia is such that it's about 4,000 kilometers across from east to west. 4,000 kilometers is 4 million meters. And we are not making 4 million blocks in Minecraft. That's not happening. So I was thinking of scaling this back from meters to kilometers, doing it a 1 to 1,000 scale, and having each cubic meter be it like a cubic kilometer. You know, have like one block represent 1 kilometer of distance. But unfortunately, that still makes Australia 4,000 blocks wide. And I don't know that I want to build something 4,000 blocks wide. So we're going to go another order of magnitude down and have every block be 10 kilometers of distance. That means Australia only has to be 400 blocks wide, which is not insane. It might take us a long time. I have no idea how long this is going to take. This could be a couple of weeks, and it's not the only thing we're doing. This is not all we're building. We're gonna build this and some other things. So strap in. I really am mathsing this. Maybe I should put the maths back up. There we go. Because in fact, before we can even work on our primary objective of building a 1 to 10,000 scale map of Australia, we need to put down some grid lines. Because I've got this mapped out in another window over here. I've got a map of Australia that I've put on some grid lines that I can at least have a rough attempt of getting somewhere close to the shape of the country against this kind of a grid line pattern. And if I just start placing blocks, I'm going to get lost immediately, even with the F3 coordinate system. So we're going to need to put some grid things down. And we're in creative mode, which means we can do stuff. Like I can add 12,000 ticks of game time to advance to night and advance to day and stuff like that. But we are going to be doing fancier things than that. Let me jump over to this, because we've got some secondary objectives. No, it's none yet. Okay, this is our first secondary objective. This one. Alright, we have to figure out how to use the /fill and the /clone commands. And once we work out how they work, that's going to make this job a whole lot easier. Need to put down some tectonic plates. I don't have the maps for that. Attention boys and girls and squirrels. Get ready for the stream because it's going to be nuts. I may have made an error. What? Resubbing for this quality content, Novak. So let me just show you a little bit about how the fill command works, and let's learn how this works together. So not fill biome, just fill. I need to give it an XYZ coordinate. So let me start by, oh, hang on, it said a bit of it there. There it is. Right, so there's the stuff for whose message came through first for that song. Novak did the it's going to be nuts before you did your call to attention, Skeevers, which is why I read them the other way around. Yeah, so /fill, and we need a from location XYZ, we need a to location XYZ, and we need an instruction for what block we're going to put in, and then an optional argument for whether we're replacing or keeping or outlining or hollowing or destroying, which I'm not going to worry about. Oh, that's why you said the error on my end, I was first. Yeah, okay. Alright, no worries. I got lost in between all that. So let me attempt to, so I'll just leave that there as a marker for the time being. This is why we've got some coloured wool out, because we're going to use these as a guide for things. So let me just use this to mark out some stuff to start with. Okay, so let me attempt to fill a cuboid, a rectangular prism, between these two blocks here using the fill command. So what I'm going to need, and I'll try to always do it in this sort of an orientation. Because I'm gonna have to try and do this systematically. I'll start by specifying so if we're thinking this is south, this is west. I've already got my directions mixed up. Okay, this is north here, this is east. I'm already facing the wrong way. That's south and that's east, so we're actually building in this direction, but that's fine. Let me just mark that so I remember. We're building over that way. So maybe I should actually move this then, because that's going to just completely mess with my orientation. Let's do it this way. Alright. Do it this way. Off to a great start already. Somewhere over here. Because it's already bad enough that I'm having to think of a map of Australia from a east-south perspective rather than like an east-north perspective. But anyway, let's put a bit of time back on there. So that's south, that's east. Great. So I'm going to always try and do this so I'm using the northwestmost point here. So I'm facing north here, northwest point at the low end to southeast at the high end, just so I'm somewhat systematic about this. And I need to know what the coordinates of that block is. So I'm looking, if you haven't noticed all the other stuff on F3, I'm looking over here. Targeted block. So this is the coordinates of the block I'm staring at the moment, which is 3, -54, and 4. So I'm going to need that. So the chords I'm staring at. But I also need the chords of the other one over there. So unfortunately I'm going to have to do this in pieces. So we'll now go over to this one. Stare at that one. And we're now going to do that. Alright. So we're filling that to that. Alright. Thank you for making your error correct, but resubbing for the quality content. If you're making Australian Minecraft quality content, absolutely. Just you wait. I'm hoping that we actually start making some Australia today. You never know. Tonight might be all this boring stuff of getting grids and stuff going. What do we want? What's a good block? Diamond ore. No, diamond block. Diamond block. There we go. All right. Minecraft diamond block. We're not going to put any optional argument in. Let's cross our fingers and just go bam. Right. So that's the fill command. So that has filled from there to there. And that's made us a cuboid of those blocks. Now, I should have tested, but I presume that we used to have gone from there to there. Like, I presume that it's just gone from corner to corner, like it hasn't expanded it by 1 or anything. I guess we should do like an absolute test to be like completely certain about that. Let me fill that with air now, perhaps. What I'll do, let me just put an extra one on these ends here. Let me refill that with air, and that will confirm if it's exactly that. So let's fill with same bit. Oh, yeah, Minecraft air. There we go. Okay, so it is exactly that. Right. Happy with that. So that's how the fill command works. So we're going to need to do that for a lot of terrain generation, because that's going to save us placing a whole heap of blocks. It does mean we have to do it in kind of cuboid fashion, but that's going to cover tons of the groundwork for us. Let us try the clone command now. So what I want to do is make some duplicates of things. So let me again do what we had here. Let's get a few random blocks going. I should have left the other one there, but that's fine. We'll do another fill command. So this will be our chance to practice filling. So we're going to fill from that one to that one. Okay. Acacia log planks, that's fine. So let's fill that. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to clone this. So we're going to make a copy of this. Now, this is the one that I'm a bit more concerned about. So we've got clone. So clone is, you need a begin, you need an end. So that specifies the cuboid of everything you want to clone. And then you need either destination coordinates or some other argument called to. One or the other, which I'm not really sure about. So we're going to attempt to make a copy of this and try and sort of place it relative to itself a little bit. So let's try and do the exact same thing. So let's talk about this same bottom corner. So we're going to clone that, and we're going to need to look at the top right corner as well. This one here. So we're going to need that, and then we're going to need destination. Now this is the part that I don't know what the destination is going to do. Let's attempt to place it on like a little plinth out here somewhere and see what happens. So, okay, let's try and place it on top of this block so that it's on water level. So it's this block. I wanna say let's replace this block with presumably this corner where we started here. That's what I would think. And then have this turn into another big sort of one that extends out this way, kind of thing like that. Alright, let's see if we can get that to work. So this block I'm targeting now, I want that to be the destination. So let me look at it and let me paste on it there. So we want that and we want that. Okay. Filtered mask replace, I don't think I want any of those optional things. Let's just not do any of them. Let's just see what that does. Perfect. It's done exactly what we want. That's actually worked way better than the test. Okay, half the reason I'm doing this is because when I tried to do these sorts of things in a test, they didn't work the way I thought they would, but maybe because I did a light test with this beforehand, somehow it works this time. Alright, So that's going to be important, because that's going to save us from making a whole heap of stuff from scratch when we go to make this grid. So I think that's an objective successfully completed. So let us update the objective to something like that. And in fact, 10 and 100 is probably fine. 10 and 100 is probably fine. Yeah. Okay, let's go with that. So let's bust all this, because what we've got to do now, start putting down some grid lines. And we can probably take off the maths with Sharky. Don't really need that now. You can't just have that up the entire stream. Alright. Should have made this a smaller object to clone. I guess I could have actually destroyed it by filling it with air. That would have been smart, maybe. But that's alright. Okay, so I'm going to do like major and minor grid marks kind of thing. Like I'm going to use red for the major grid marks, which is every 100 blocks, and I'm going to use the pink wool for the minor grid marks, which is every 10 blocks. So I'm going to start by doing this one by hand initially. And we're just gonna, this is south, isn't it? This way? Yes, good. Making sure I don't lose my perspective. So in another 10 blocks, and I'm looking at the targeted block, because that's my sort of easiest way to see where we are. I'm just going to place these down manually to start with. Uh, 40, 50... and 60, 70, 80, and 90. Because 100 would be another red one. Okay, so let's just run back down the line and check that they're in the right spot. So that's definitely 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. Perfect. Okay. So there's our first like 90 blocks marked off. So the dividers up to the first 100. What I want to do is try and copy that 10 blocks across here. Let's get ourselves to the morning. Alright. So we're going to copy that section there. So we're going to clone it. We're going to clone it across here. So this is going to be our first real attempt at the clone commands now. So this is the bottom left block, as it were, that we're cloning from. So let's clone that all the way up to this one. Okay, so we're going to clone that, and let's whip along back here. So I'm not even going to travel there. We're just going to try and maths this through. 10 blocks across that way, that's 10 more blocks to the east, so that's 10 more blocks in the positive x. So I want this to be now at 10, negative 58, 0. Alright, that's 10 more in the x. Okay, that's right, isn't it? So from 0, 0 at an elevation of negative 58 through to 0, 90 at an elevation of negative 56. That's our 3 blocks. It's going to copy the water with it and everything. That's fine. So it'll go from there to there. And then that's 10 blocks more in the x direction, and that's down the bottom corner again. Okay, let's do it, and let's see what happens, and hopefully this isn't in the ground or something. Perfect. It's exactly right. Now we're going to have to replace this one with the green, not the green, colorblind, with the pink. But that's perfect. So now all I've got to do is bump everything along. Because if I do this another one, so let's now clone from the same thing but 10 across, and we move it to 20 across. Oh, that was accidental. Okay, that was good, but not what I intended. Well, that was our first mistake. We did that too quick. So what went wrong there? Because I only moved that one by 10. I should have also moved that by 10. Okay. Okay. Alright, we've got to think this through. We've got to be careful now. So there's 0, there's 10, there's 20, there's 30. Actually, that's worked perfectly, because if I copy these three more times, or 2 more times, I'll have 90. So, let's think this through carefully. So I want to copy 10, 0, through to 10, 20, through to 30, 90. Yep. And I want to place that at 40. And then I want to place it again at 70. So 40, 50, 60, then 70, 80, 90. Alright, so there they are. And then I do it again, but I put it at 70. Right. Let's go up a bit. That should be our first 90 by 90 grid. 10 in every direction. Right. And that would put another one there for 100, another one up there for 100, and so on. Okay. I assume you're making Queensland. Well, I mean, that's not where the point of origin is going to be. Because if that's east and that's south, in order for this to be sort of semi-logical... Oh, I see, you're making a joke about it being on stilts. Yeah, because I haven't got a map of Australia up here to show you guys, because I didn't make an overlay for that, because I thought that would start getting too technical. Let's face north. So, alright, so we're facing north now. So there's north, there's northwest. So this is Australia here. So there's Western Australia over here. Here's Northern Territory up here. Here's Queensland over this way. That sort of thing. So this is Australia, looking up on the globe. That sort of thing. So there's Western Australia over there. Here's Northern Territory up here. We are going to actually... Funny you should say that though, Tooth. We are going to start in Queensland. I think the most logical way to build this, when we actually start putting down land, is to go to the tip of Queensland and to go down the east coast. Because, you know, I'm on the east coast of Australia. Geographically, it's a nicer part to start with. It's not a straight line, but it's at least not the worst. And we can go from there. So, now how much grid are we going to need? That's the real question. Let me flick back over to my map here and have a look at things. I would like this grid to travel south. Well, 400 would be enough, but 500 would be better. So we want copies of this to go all the way down to, you know, that's to 90. We want to go to 490. So we want a few more copies of this. So let's go up a bit more, and let's try and just think this through with the clone command. So I would be cloning from 00 through to 9090. That would be the other corner, and at 56 height. So that's the 3 pillars from 00 through 9090. And I would like to place that at 100. No. That's the wrong way. 100. So that's going to put it 100 south. Okay, because Z's in the south direction. So I think that should be fine. So if that's going to work as intended, we shall see. If that's going to work as intended, then that should make another copy of this whole square down here in the southern end of things. Okay, if it's in any other direction, we've got a problem. Bam. Perfect. Okay. So there's 00. That other red one there, that's 100. So the red dots are going to be on the 100 points, just for reference. I could do like a whole line of 100. I don't know. I sort of thought about that, but I think just the dot like that is enough, because then you can kind of just see like in the distance where the next 100 appears, that sort of thing. That'll be fine. So we've got that. Let's go a little bit faster. So that's 100. That's 200. We need to do it again, but this time have it appear. So that's 200 to 300. That's 300 to 400. Oh, that position is not loaded. Oh, wow. I tried to do that outside of chunk loaded distance. That's interesting. Oh, if I'm not going to be able to copy things outside of where things are chunk loaded, I'm going to have to experiment with that. So, what have we done? We've done from 0. Oh, I'm going to have to try and look. I might have to increase the render distance. How much have we done? Okay, so there's 0, there's 100, and there's 200. So we are up to doing 300. So let's put a copy in at 300. That position is not loaded. Really? Are we too high? I don't like that. I can place stuff here. Oh, it's because I'm copying from a place that's not loaded. Okay, we've now got that double issue that it's loaded here, but it's now no longer loaded where I'm copying from. Okay, so we're just going to have to, instead of copying from 0 to 90 and putting that at 300, so 0, 0 to 90, 90, putting that at 300. Let's think this through carefully. Let's go from 0 to 100 to 90, 290. Put that at 0, 300. Okay, that's fine. Oof, so we're going to have to do that. We're going to have to move the copy region with us each time. That's bad. Alright. And so if we do that again, do that to 400. Alright, that's 400 to 500. That's plenty, I think. Let me check the map. Yeah, 500 is plenty. Alright. So, that is the furthest north-south we're going to need for Australia, and a little bit more breathing room around Australia, which makes this incredibly daunting. That's the north-south span of the country. So the problem is this is one block is 10 kilometers. All right. So if I wanted to do this any smaller, if I did one block is 100 kilometers, then this just gets 10 times smaller. So instead of going down to 500 blocks, I would only have to go down to 50 blocks, which would mean Australia would literally go from there down to about here, as opposed to going 10 times further. So I mean, it's orders of magnitude. You've got to make a concession somewhere here. Okay. Now the real question is, can I copy, which I'm sure I can't, but can I copy from here all the way down to that other corner and place another copy next to it? Because if I can, that would be amazing. So let me try and do that from here down to here. It'll say it's not loaded, but that's fine. I'll just let it say that, and we're going to try and place a copy here. So it's copy from 0, 0 all the way through to so not 0, 200. 0, 0 all the way through to 90 in the east, 490 in the south, and try and place that at 100 on the east, 0 in the south. Position's not loaded. Right. So all this is loaded. The pasting is loaded. That far corner there is not loaded. Now, let's see. What can we do about this? What do I need? Video settings. Render distance, simulation distance. Here we go. Alright. I guess it's simulation distance. Render distance is how far you can see. Simulation distance, I presume, is how much the game is loaded. So 12 chunks is what we're set at currently. 32 chunks is the max. Let's try that. So a chunk is 16 by 16 blocks. Right? So if that's a radial amount, let me think this through. 32 chunks. So 32 chunks is 32 lots of 16 blocks. 32 lots of 16, hang on, math with Sharky. Without a calculator, we're trying this. 32 lots of 16 is 2 to the 5 by 2 to the 4, which is 2 to the 9, so that's 512. That's amazing. That'll load a radius of 512 blocks. Well, that's where I want to go, about 500 blocks. So, does that mean it's just going to be loaded from here, 500 blocks that way? So this is fine. I could just stand here and paste here. Let's try it. Exactly the same command. Is that exactly the same command? Yes. 0, 0 through to 90 in the east and 490 in the south. And paste it at 100 east, 0 in the south. Position is not loaded. Okay, let me try and stand part way between them. Maybe I've got to go to both of them and load them. I mean, there are ways around this. Chunk loading and stuff like that. Or I just copy paste this in smaller pieces. You know, and we just go from there. So there we go. Sort of part way between them here. Let me try the copy again. Position is still not loaded. Okay. What if we up both of them? So render distance and simulation distance. Is there anything else here that entity distance? Chunk builder threaded. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Okay. We can now see 32 chunks. Wow, how far we can see. And if that matches the distance that's loaded, well, yeah. And maybe we should have had this from the start, seeing this far. Okay, well, let's try the paste now. Too many blocks in the oh, here we go. Okay, right, so 32,768. Yep, 2 to the 14 or whatever. He says 2 to the 15, something like that. But I've specified 134,000. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Sure. So let's dial that back a bit. So 100, 200, 300. Let's just try 300 blocks worth then. No, not at all. I need to make this like a third of the size, a quarter of the size, a fifth of the size. A quarter of the size. So instead of copying out 90 to, yes, that's 500 blocks. If I just do 90, so 00 to 90, 90, that's fine. I can do that. That's just that. But what if I tried to do not out to 90, 90, but out to 91, 90? I can't do that. That's too much. So that's my actual problem. It's not how much world is loaded. It's I'm copying too much. Because I'm copying the water and everything in between. So that's going to be annoying, but I might be able to live with that. Especially now that I can see all the way to the far end. That's a little bit nicer. Can I actually see all the way to the far end if I'm at this end? Well, let's find out. So we did that copy, and we're going 90, 90. We did it at 100, 0. Okay. Now let's do it at 100, 100. So we do another 100 there, then from 200, then at 300. Yes, I can see that that's not all the way there, and then 400. Right. Okay, so it is loaded far enough away that I can do it from here, and I can technically see it all happening. Okay, well we just have to do that across a couple of times. So let's just do that now at 200. I feel like I should be putting this in like a series of Excel commands or something and just copy pasting them all in, because this is going to take forever. Down at 100, down at 200, at 300, and at 400. Right, that's great. So we've got across 100. We've got across first 100. That's 200. That's 300. Yeah, so we got like to 290 there. But let's take off the math with Sharky. But how much of this do I actually need? Yeah, see, this is the problem. I had hoped to do this not across 4,000, but across 6,000. I gotta get this. Wait, is that 6,000? No, that's 600. Yeah, 600 as opposed to 6,000. It's 6,000 kilometers. It's only 600 blocks. Okay, okay, then I'm mostly done. Why am I getting worried? Okay, we're almost done. All right. Wow, this is like massive. How am I going to do this? So let's go across to 0 again, and now we're going to go at 300. 3 at the 100, 3 at the 200, 3 at the 300, and 3 at the 400. Okay. So this is out into the 300s. Then we need into the 400s. So 400 at 0, 400 at 1, 400 at 2, 400 at 3, 400 at 4. Yeah, I don't know why I thought I was needing thousands of these. Like, what am I even pretending to be making here? All right. And then the 500 should be the last. This is 5 to 600. So out at 1, out at 2, out at 3, and out at 4. Okay, that's it. So let's go up in the air a bit, because I doubt that we can see all the way across this. Although, can we? Is that the end of it up there? It is. It is. Alright, how high can we get and still see everything? See, the higher we get, the easier this becomes. Alright. Although I'm completely losing my sense of direction. That's fine. We'll manage. Okay. Well, I'm just losing a bit of the top corners there. There we go. Alright. So, prepare yourself, world. That is the grid we need. So this is north. Facing north here. East. There's the moon rising in the east. Let's add a bit more time to there. There we go. There's the sun rising. That's a weird sunrisey setty colour. Yeah. Because we're so high, the horizon's doing weird things. Right, north, east, west over there where the moon sets, south back behind us. That is the grid that everything will fit in. Australia will occupy 2/3 of this, and then some other little bits around here. Amazing. How are we doing? We're not even an hour in, and the grid is done. Amazing. We can actually get started on the country now. Alright, quick water break. Stay hydrated. Let's let's have a little look at my map. Have a little look at the objectives. What have we got? We're going to need another objective. Start marking out blocks for the East Coast. For the Australian East Coast. Okay. There's our updated objective, and let me zoom in on my map a bit and work out where we're even going to do this at. Okay. Put that on. Alright, so you guys can't see this, but I've got another window with a super blurry zoomed in map with coordinates and all sorts of things, and we're gonna attempt to start marking some of this out. So the tippy top of Queensland should be at 320 by 25. So let's head over there. So about here, way up here. Oh, this is falling. Alright. It's about 320 and at 25. So that's, that's 10, that's 20, here's 25 down here. Alright. Okay, so let's do this the boring way. And let's get ourselves some blocks. So we could get fancy with this, but dirt and grass will do fine. So if I go down to about here, there we go. So that's 320 by 25. Alright. First block is placed. This is the commencement of Australia. So we're going to make everything at like sea level to start with and go from there. I don't know if we're going to do any elevation or whether this will be a super flat Australia. It might be a super flat Australia. We're also going to have to get rid of all these grid lines at some point when we're done. But that's a job for down the road. So going from there, and this is going to be just a bit of a shell of things at the moment. So in fact, I might not even put dirt under this. I'm just going to do a complete shell here for the time being. I'm going to attempt to just look through this and just believe. So 1, 2, 3, that one, that one, that one. I wish I could be doing this on my second monitor in a clever way. So that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and so from this one I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4 before I go across one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's an across one there. And from here I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be on a 5. Yep, that's a 35. Perfect. Alright, gonna have to scroll the map a bit. Alright, so we're on that point there. It's a bit awkward for you guys because you can only see the Minecraft world. You can't see this weird pixelated map I'm looking at over here. So 2, so 1, place 3, then across 1. 1, 2, 3, then across 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, then across 1 there. Down 1, then across 3 more. Yeah, down 1, then across 3 more. Wow. Okay. Yep. So that's that down 1 there. then across 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go down just 1. Yep, correct. 327 by 40. That's good. That's in line where it should be. From there, I'm going to go across 1 and then back in like that. 2, 3. So we've got that bit there. And then I've got 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go across 2 more. Down 1, down 2, 1, 2, and across 1. So down 1, down 2, and across 1. Yep, that's good. And then I'm going to go do a weird knobbly bit here. So let's go down. We're going to go across 2, across 1, down 1, and then back in 1. That's a bit weird, but that's fine. We can do that. Scroll the map. Okay. Alright, so now I've got to work out what I've done. So that knobbly bit there is that other bit there. So there those. So, yep, this block here should be, according to my other thing, 329, 47. Yes, it is. Perfect. 329, 47. Then I'm going to go down 2. Then I'm going to go across 2. That's nice. We're traversing around that. Then we're going to go down a heap. So, including this one, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's going to go... what do I really do there, in fact? I'm actually going to go down 1 and out 1, and then we're going to come back in again. So that there should be 332.55. It is 332.55, right. So, scroll the map down a bit. Well, here we go, we're coming out a bit more now. So that one there, 331 and 56, yep. So from this block here, we want to do another 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. That lines us up with a grid line. And from there I want to go across 1. I'm really glad to have these grid lines because they are small lifesavers when I get up to another one and I realize that's exactly what the grid's saying I should be at. Alright, so we're across 1. And we have to go down to 1, 2, down 3, let's say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go across 1. From this point here, we're going to go down 1, 2, 3 again. 1, 2, 3. So that one, 1, 2, 3. We're going to go across another one and down another one. Across another one, down another one. This is where we have to get really tricky now. So that's another one, down another one, so we're there. What is going on with this part of the map? Oh wow, it does do that. Okay, sure. I just did not expect that. Alright. That's fine, that's fine. This is what happens when you're zoomed in this close. You're going to get weird lumpy bits in the coastline that you're just not expecting. So, oops, back to the game. Check which square I'm looking at. So that's 334 by 67. 334 by 67. So yeah, I'm looking at that one there. 334 by 67. So I'm going to choose to go across 1. I'm going to choose to go down one. 1, 2, 3, 4 across. 1, 2, 3, 4 across. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 across. I'm going to go up 1. I'm going to go across 1. I'm going to go up 1. And that should be at 340.66. Yes, good. 1, 2, 3 across. 1, 2, 3 across. I'm going to go down. 1, 2, 3. So from there I've gone down 1, 2, 3. So I go across 1, 2, 3 again. And this should be 346.69. Yep. So from there I'm going to go down 1 and across 1. Yep, and we're on that grid line. Good. Down 1 and across 1 again. Alright. Update the map again. Alright. We're looking at 348 by 71. So 345, 6, 7. There's 348 by 71. So we're going to go down another one. Getting a bit dark. There we go. Going to go down a second one and across 2. So we're in a grid line there now. Yep. So from there we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go down 7 because that puts us onto a grid line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's our first one we've actually taken out a grid line. That's fine. It's going to have to happen. So in fact we'll we'll leave the pink under it. That's fine. We can deal with that down the road. So that's on 350.80. Nice. Alright. For those playing along at home that are wondering when we're going to get out of Queensland and into New South Wales, I have bad news for you. We are nowhere near done with Queensland. It's a big, tall state, as evidenced by this bit that went back up again by a bit. There's a lot going on here. So 350 by 80, we're going to have to go down 1 and across 1. Then we're going to have to come down another 1, 2, 3, 4 before we go across 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 before we go across 1 more. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're looking now at 352 by 85. Yep. And from this one, ooh, let's go 1, 2, 3, and then jump out 1. 1, 2, 3, jump out 1, then come back in. And go another 1, 2 to get us in line with that grid line. Yep, and then just re-scroll from there, because that will be more natural. Alright, so we're at that point there, 52, yep. So we're going to go down to, let's go down 3. 1, 2, let's go down 3 and then across 2. 1, 2, 3 and across 2. 1, 2, 3 and across 2. We're going to go down 1, across 2. So down 1, across 2. We're going to go down 1, 355, 95. Have I lost place of where I was at? Where are these? These are at 352s. Yes, I am a block out of step. Oh, wow, my first one being out of step. So these are at 54s here. So 54 and 93. No. And then when I go across 1 here. 353 and then 93. Yep. Then I'm going to go down 1 and across 2. Down 1 and across 2. Alright. So 355 and then 94. Yep. Happy with that. Down 1. So 355, 95. Yep. And then I'm going to go out that one and that one. And then from here, I'm going to go across 2. I'll stick 2 across there, but I'm only going to come down 2 more from there. Then from here, now that I'm in that line with that grid line, I'm going to come across 1 more. Alright. And we'll pick up again from there. So, as a reference, if you're trying to keep track of where we're at, and you know at least the tiniest bit of Australian geography, this is now at a Z of 100. Alright, so we started at like 25. So now that we're down to 100, we've travelled a southward distance of 75 blocks, which means we have done 750 kilometres down the Queensland coast. Sort of just in straight southward distance. Okay, so that's 750 kilometres, sort of north to south wise, from there to there. So we're making progress. Like we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Let me have a quick look at how much Queensland there actually is. Let me zoom out a bunch. Where are we? I think we've just passed Cairns. Yep, we've just passed Cairns and we're on our way to Townsville. Yep, that's kind of the distances we're operating with here. Alright. Let me line us back up now that I've done that. I've moved the map heaps. So I've got to try and get myself back into alignment with the map again now. Alright. So I'm looking at 358 by 100, so that's that bit there. Yep. Great. Okay. Let's see. So 358 by 100. So we're going to go down 2. 1, 2. We're going to go out by 1. And from here we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pop 1 out at 360.105. Yep. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Just diagonally to that grid line. Right, where we're going to come in 1 and down 1. And then we'll scroll and resume from there. I can kind of fit a vertical height of about 15 blocks on the screen at once. But I'm sort of doing about 10 or so and then scrolling. Oh dear. Oh, that was a surprise. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I put it on peaceful mode because I didn't want zombies and stuff to be spawning all here during night time. I mean, I am cycling it today every time it starts to get dark, but I forgot about passive mobs spawning. Sure, that's a thing. And there's a couple of spots that are big enough for them to spawn, I guess, the little 2x2 bits that have got stuff on them. Okay, sure. Let's have a couple of wild animals appearing on the coast. I guess we could have fish and squid in the oceans, maybe. Maybe squid can't spawn in only 3 deep or something. Who knows? And technically, actually, it's a plains biome here, so I don't know that water creatures will actually spawn in the water, but anyway. And that's why they're spawning, actually, because it's a plains biome everywhere here. Infinite plains. Okay. All that fun and games, and I've lost where I'm at. 358, 110. Yes, okay, so 1, 2, let's go 3 down. 1, 2, 3. And from here, let's go 1, 2, 3. Let's only go 3 across. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. We'll go down 1. This is going to be awkward. We're going to have to come back in 1. Down 1. Down another 1. Back out 1. And from here, 1, 2, 3, 4 puts us on a grid line. 1, 2, 3, 4 puts us on that grid line there. Where we're going to go down 1 and across. Let's go another down and across again. So we're in that big dark green patch there. Oh, it's really going across to the east now. Okay. So from there, we've done that, we've done that. We're going to go another down 1 and across 1. Okay, another down 1. I'm going to go across 2 this time. We'll go down 1 to 366, 125, yep. Across 1, 2, 3. Let's go across 4. It's not exactly right, but it's good enough. 1, 2, whoop, 2, 3, 4. So that's 370, 125, yeah. 1, 2. Let's go down 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 across. 1, 2, 3, 4 across, and we're going to pop 1 on the top there. And from here we're going to go down 2 and across 1. Down 1 to 375, 130. Yep. Okay. Add a bit more time back on because it's getting dark again. So at 375, 130. Alright, so from here, 1, 2, 3 more down. So 1, 2, 3 more down. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go across 1, 2, 3 more. 1, 2, 3 more. Imagine creating this in survival mode. I mean, you almost could. Like, I'm just placing a series of grass blocks. Still touch up a whole bunch of grass blocks. I mean, the grid is creative mode, absolutely. Or at least just using creative commands. But all this could almost be built survival. It really could. I mean, that would be a bit nuts, because I'm going to use fill commands to fill the terrain down the road anyway, but that's fine. We'll deal with that. Okay, so lost my train of thought. 378, 133. Where's that? 378, 133 is there. Right, yes, of course, we just went across all of those to there. 378, 133. So we're going to go down 1. Across 1, 2. Let's go across 3. So we're 1 past that grid line. We'll go down 1 into that dark square there. Let's actually go across 1. Down 1, 2. We'll go across another one. So that hazy patch there. I'm gonna... let's blur the lines. Let's go across another 2. Put another little northern tip on the end of that. At 385, 137. Yep, good. From here I'm going to go down 1. Across, again, it's very blurry. Let's go across 1. Down 1. Across 1. But then down 2. Yeah, we were just 1 past that grid line now. Then we're going to go back in 1. And we're going to do a bunch down. So that should be 386, 141. It is. Good. Okay. we go. Back to a lot more south stuff again now. I keep trying to control S. Every time I tab back into Minecraft, I'm instinctively hitting control S with my left hand to, you know, save where I'm up to, as though this is a Word doc or something. But anyway, that's just the panic. Oh, that was another spawn tick. It's got a bunch more stuff up there now. 386, 141. So that's putting us there. So we're going to add on another 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's just do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Puts us 386 and 145. Let's go across 1 to there. Down 1, down 2. Cross 2. Go down 1 and across 1. Yep. Let's actually go across 1 more. From here down 1, 2, 3. So we just passed that grid line there. I'm going to go across a bit and down 2 more, and I'm off the edge of my map again. So I have to scroll a bit more. There we go. Okay, so that's my across 1 and then down 2 more there. So I'm going to go down another 2. Cross 1 more again. And from here I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before I go across 1. 1, 3, 4, 5 before I go across 1. Yes, and I'm on a grid line. That's good. And we'll scroll that again just because I'm on a grid line. Oh, wow, now we're getting all over the shop. Okay. Ugh. That's 394, 160, yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. 1, 2, 3. Let's actually do another one. Let's do let's go an across and a down. Across and a down. So that should be on the on the 5s. 1, 2, 3 across. Let's go 4 across. 1, 2, 3, 4 across. And from here, let's do 1, 2 up, but have it double wide. So 1, 2 up, but have it double wide. Alright. That's a weird sort of bit there. Alright.
Finished.
Oh, hang on. We've got a real life skeevers here. Who's come to show me her excellent handiwork, which I'll just hold up for the stream real quick there. Webcam incoming one day, who knows. This looks like good work, skeevers.
It's a cross stitch.
She's been busily cross-stitching away in another room, desperate to get something finished before an upcoming immediate deadline, which I'm sure you can probably guess, as we're getting closer and closer to things. And it looks good. Would you like me to describe it? It's a cat as though it were Batman, with some flowers and a terracotta pot. It just looks like Batman. It's a cat that's like dark, deep blue and black sort of tones, but the way the colours change around its face, it looks like it's wearing a mask around its eyes. Little white ear poking through there. Red and orange flowers, bit of yellow in the centre, all set inside a terracotta pot.
I could take a photo and put it in the stream.
Oh, you can take a photo and put it in the stream. How are you going to do that? You're going to paste a photo in the chat?
Discord.
Oh, in Discord. Oh, I was going to say, you can't do that in the Twitch stream. That's a bit fancy. Yeah, throw it in the Discord server. Let's plug the Discord server, everyone. Who uses that? I forget we've even got a Discord server. I should probably look back at that one day. There could be all manner of things on there. Unmoderated content. Anyway, where were we? That's 460, 165. No, 400, 165. There it is. Alright, that was that sticky outy bit there. So we need a down one and a cross one. Another down one and a cross one. Another down one and a cross one. Very zigzaggy end of things here. And from that one, yeah, I reckon we can go across two more. This is where things get a little bit weird, because there's like a tendril that goes up north here, but it skirts the grid lines. Like if I had half blocks, this would be great. I don't know I can accurately portray this, so I'm gonna do something real creative here. And do that. I think it's doing that, basically. From this block, 405, 168. One diagonally there, and then two diagonally that way. Oh, I've got weird water effects going on now because of what I've done. Oh man, I'm gonna need a water bucket to fix that. There we go. Was not expecting that to happen. Let's look at it again. So from there, it ducks out one and then two more. Yeah, that's good enough. That basically portrays what's happening there. Okay, and so from this, I'm going to go down one and across one. And from here, I'm going to go down one to 406, 170. Yes, good. And I'm going to go down one more before we duck back in to 405, 171. Yep. Okay. Oh, getting dark. Let's go 405, 171. Coming up on 150 blocks down, which is 1,500 kilometers. Does anyone know how many kilometers it is from the top to the bottom of Queensland? So that's 405, 171. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's like our straightest bit of coastline yet. So that's got us at 405, 179. Across there, we're going to pop down one to 405, 180. Sorry, 406, 180. Yep. 1, 2, 3 across. 1, 2, 3. Yep, right next to that. And again, I'm going to stick just one up there. I could do two, but one's fine. We're going to go down. We're going to go across. We're going to go down at least two, but I'm going to have to scroll the map again. We're going to do a lot more than two. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. So there's the 180, so I've got 3 there, so that's a 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5. We're going to go across one, another down one, another across one, another down one, across 2, down 2, across 1, down 1, 415, 190, yes. 415, 190. We're going to go across 1. And we might scroll the map again. Ooh, we're getting up to interesting parts of the coast now. Yep. Not that all these other parts aren't interesting by any means. 1, 2, 3, 4 down, then 2 across. 1, 2, 3, 4 down, then 2 across. 1 down, 1 across. 1 down, 1 across, so 420, 197. That's not good. Oh no, 421.96. Okay, that's fine. I think. What's this? This is 416.194. Yep, that's fine. And then those two go across there. And then that's down one, and then that's across, and then that's down, and then that's across. So that's 421.96. Yeah, 421.96. I like that. Let's go down one, across one, and then this bit goes down another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before it goes across one. 1, 2, 4, 5 before it goes across one. Then it's going to go at least down one and across one. We're going to scroll again. Not too much though, because we've got some crazy north stuff coming up here. So this is 423 at 203. Yep. So another down one across one. 424 at 204. Let's do a down across again. 425, 205. And let's do it again. But from here, we've got multiple pathways. So this bit is going to go across one. Then we're going to go up 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. That top bit's too wide. Then from here, I'm going to go up another one. Then across one. And then up 2 to touch that grid line. Okay, and then we're going to come back to the actual coast that's continuing to go down. So from this bit here, I want to duck back in one, I want to come down 2. Then I want to go across one and come down 2. That should be on a grid line 425, 210. Right. Okay, and we'll scroll from there. $425 to 10, and let's go. Yeah, let's just run down from there. It sticks out a little bit, but 1, 2. Let's go down 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we can go in one, and this is going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to hit another grid line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's on the edge of that grid line there. 424, yep. We'll scroll the map again. Another big sort of flat edge to the coast. Just tried to control us again. Still going down. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. I'm going to duck back in one. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll go out one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll come out one and down one, and that puts us on a grid line there. 424, 230. Yep. Then we're going to do another sneaky bit. So down one to go across 2. In fact, we'll go across a third one, just so that I can put a knobbly bit there. And then we'll come just down one, so I can go back in and down one more. So that's at 426 by 233. Yeah, which is that spot right there. .426 by 233. Yep. So if we keep that going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This should be 426, 239. Yes, 426, 239. Perfect. So I'm going to come out one, down one, and step back in again. And I'm going to have to scroll again. So that's 426, 243. Yep. $241, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to have to come in for 5. 425, 245. Yep. We'll go down one more. We'll duck in by 1. 1, 2. Duck in by 1 again. Down 2. That just put us in line with the grid line. Yep. Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's go in 1. Down 3, but with an outie there. Alright. That's it. 422 by 253. Yes. Coast is starting to curve the other direction now. That's interesting. Let's go in 1. No, in 1. And from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then yes, let's come in 1 and let's run through this grid line. Alright. So we're just below that grid line there now. Getting dark. There we go. Alrighty, so what am I looking at? 261. Yep. Yes, because I've removed that grid line. That's made it a bit trickier on me now. So let's come in by 1 again. A little bit far away from the blocks. Come in by 1, down 1, 2. Come in by another 1. Another big flat edge incoming. So what's this? This is 418 by 263. 1, 2, 3. Right, so we've got to go down another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to go 1 past that grid line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to be 1 past that grid line. Yep. Then we're going to come in 1. I'm going to go down 1. Come in 1 and go down 1 again. Okay. Scroll the map. I feel like I should zoom out at some point and see where we are, because this feels like a very interesting part of the country. Let's finish this bit and then zoom out on the map and see where this is actually at. Because we are almost certainly halfway down New South Wales at this point. We can't still be in Queensland, not when it's bending in this much. He says. Nah, seriously, we're like 2,500 kilometres down from the top at this point. We have to be well down New South Wales. We run the risk of verging into Victoria here. Alright. What am I looking at? That's 416 by 273. 416, 271, 2, 3. So let's go in by another 1. And down 2 more onto that 1. Yep. Let me go in by 1 and down by 1, 2, 3. In by 1 and then down by, let's say, 2. Gets us on that grid line. Let's go across 2, be next to that. And from there, let's go down 2. And we'll go across 1. Okay, let me take a moment to zoom out a bit. See where we're at. Oh, that seems scary. Okay. Wow, would you look at that? I mean, I guess that just goes to show you how much I am not necessarily familiar with the vertical distances in the upper parts of Australia there. We are just coming up, for those playing along at home with the coastline, we are just coming up on Kempsey and Port Macquarie in northern New South Wales. So we are out of Queensland, but we are still up in the top end of New South Wales, Kempsey, Port Macquarie kind of area. Is coming up in the next couple of blocks, if we haven't already done them. So, yep, that's exciting. So where is this? 410, 282. Oh, I haven't scrolled the map yet. Oh, we might have already passed them then. Okay, because I haven't even scrolled the map yet. Yeah, alright. Alright, so 410. Yep, 282. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go 2 across. I'm going to go down 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 across. 1, 2, 3, 4 across. 2 down. Puts us in line with the grid line. Yep. 404 at 290. Yep. Gonna go across 2. And then down 2. Then we need to scroll again. Here I was saying about how close we're getting to Victoria and all sorts of stuff like that. We're not even halfway down New South Wales yet. Alright. 402, 292, that one there. So we're going to come in by 2 again to get onto this grid line. Then we're going to go down 1, 2, 3. Wait, that wasn't where I placed that block apparently. So we're going to go 2 across, and we're going to come down 1, 2, 3. Be on a multiple of 5, yep. Going to go in 1, down 2, sure. It's half and half. Be good enough. Oh, look at that. There's a that's 400, 300. Would you look at that? That's a nice multiple of 100 that we're closing in on. I feel like the red ones are almost useless here. I mean, they might be nice for the zoomed out shot, but that's fine. So, what am I looking? 399, 297. Yep, there. Good. So I'm going to go in. Yeah, let's go in 2. Let's go down 1, 2. Yep. 1, 2. And then we'll go across 1 to go down 1. So that's 396 on the 300 line. Yep. Let's go. Yeah, let's go 1, 2. Let's just go 3 down and step in 1. 1, 2, 3, and step in 1. At 395. But down at 303. Okay. Alright, so that's at 395, but then down at 303. So let's duck in 1 to go down 2. Yeah, that's just a little bit weird there, but that's fine. It's a bit sharp, that bit there, but that's okay. I was just looking down the map and trying to work out what I was doing wrong, but no, I can live with that. So that's 394 at 305. So I'm going to come in by another 1. Down by another 1, in by another 1. 392, 306, yep. Down 1, 2, yeah, just down 2. I'm going to go in 1, and down 1, 2, 3, 4. So in 1, down 1, 2, 3, 4. 391, 312, yep. And in 1 and down at least 2, maybe more. Okay, so we're at on the 390, but at 14, yep. So we're going to come in, yeah, let's go in 2, in fact. In 2. 388, 314. Go down 2 again now. In 1, down 1. In 1, down 1. In 1. So in 1, down 1. In 1. 85, but on the 18. So 1, 2, let's go 3. 1, 2, 3. Cross 1, down 1, across 1. So cross 1, down 1. Cross 1. Down probably 2. $383. And, yep, on 24. That's fine. Pause for a water break again. Oh, I've just spotted a comment from Katooth there. How long ago was that comment left? Let me add that. Tab back over. It doesn't give me timestamps. That's okay, because I'm doing all this in multiple windows, and unfortunately I'm covering up OBS to do this. I don't have umpteen monitors. I've only got 2. And I've got Minecraft full screen on one of them. Should be marking cities as I go to make it easier to find them again later. I've got 2 maps on another screen that I have overlaid on top of each other that are almost one-to-one, and I'm toggling between the terrain map and the city map. So it'll be a fairly painless job to go back in later and mark where the cities are on the terrain. So the terrain is just like drawing the border around the outside of the jigsaw puzzle. Getting that in, and then we can start dealing with things from there. It's not perfect because the terrain map and the city map I've sourced from 2 different places, and I reckon they may even be from 2 different map projections, just to make things even spicier. But they're near enough for my, overthinkingly approximate purposes. So they will near enough do the job. But out of interest, where are we at? What's in the landscape right here? If I toggle to the city map, which again you guys can't see, we are... Oh, would you look at that? We're past Sydney. We're coming down to like Baddo Bay. We've passed Canberra. Canberra's a bit more inland. New South Wales really goes fast when you start getting into the swing of things. Yeah, we are down in the lower end of New South Wales now. Absolutely. Alright. Let's move that back and work out where we're at. Zoom in enough for the grid to appear again. Alright. Now, what are we looking at? 383. That's 383 and 324. 383, 1, 2, 3, and 324. Oh, up there. Okay. So let's go in another one. And from there, we can go down 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's just go down 4. 2, 3, 4. In 1. And down. Well, down 2 puts us in line with that grid. So just for easy reference. And then, I don't know, if I'm going this far down, I'll go down another 2. Let's go across 2. since we were so aggressively going down those two there. And then down two more. Let's go in another one. Well, that's not in. That's in. And down 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. To 378 and 333. 378 and 338. Yep, that's fine. Scroll the map. We are about to round what I reckon is the bottom of Victoria. Wow, Queensland is massive. Everything down this other end goes so fast. If that's really what we are. I mean, we have to be. Why would we be turning this big U-turn we're about to do if we weren't? Where am I at? This is 378 and 338. So there's the 378, 35, 6, 7. There's the 338. Yep. So let's go in 1, down 2, and back out 1. No, not there. Out 1 there. Which puts us there, yep, at 78 on the 340 grid line. Gonna come back in 1 again to here to go down 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna go across 2. We're gonna go down 1, across 1, and down 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4 lines us up with a grid line. 1, 2, 3, 4. That lines us up with that vertical grid line. 370, 345. Yes. And we are doing some definite acrossways now. Oh, that's exciting. So this acrossways can continue to the 360. Not even counting blocks, he just goes straight across the 360. Look at that. Bam. That's how flat that bit is there. Then we'll go across 2, down 1, across 2 again, and down 1 again. Across 1, down 2. At 355, 349, yep. Cross 2 and down 1. Alright. I can feel a bite coming up somewhere soon, maybe. I mean, surely not yet. Surely not. How tiny would Victoria be at this scale, then? What block am I even looking at? 353 by 350. Oh, we're on a grid line. We're on the 350 grid line. Oh, that makes it easy. And we're at 353. Yep, we're there. Okay. Cross 1, down 1, cross 1. Oh, okay, so cross 1, down 1. Yeah, I'm going to diagonal this for a bit. Let's diagonal this all the way down to whatever that square is there. 348 by 354. 348 by 354. That's it. 348 by 354. That's a tricky way to do that. Alright, so we've zigzagged our way down to 348 by 354. So then we're going to go across 2 more. Really? Is that right? 348 by 354. I mean, it's a bit dodgy. I'm actually going to take maybe that one out. skip one there. So I mean, technically, if I'm keeping this connected, I should probably have done that. Yeah, so that's the 348 by 354 there. So if we go across there, I've got to stick one there. So that's 345 at 354. 1, 2. Then we got some tricky stuff going on here. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down 2. 2. And then down 1 and across 1. And then down 2. Right, and is that's 344 and 359, yes. Alright, but then we're going to continue more coast over this way. So, how does that keep going back over here? So, what is this block here? This is 343 by 354. Right. Let's do that one. So that's 343 by 355. So that's that block there. So I'm going to go down 1 to 346. And that's 343 there. So I'm going to go across 1, 2. I'm going to go across 3. 1, 2, 3. To be in line with that grid line, I'm going to put one more pokey one down there. Let's add a bit of time back on. It's getting late. And this is where it gets tricky, because I have to start building more north, and that's not the way I'm facing and thinking. But that's 340 and 355, yep. So now I've got to go up 1 across 1, up 1 across 2. From here, yeah. Up 1 across 1, up 1 across. So, up 1 across 1, up 1 across 2. So, up 1 across 1, up 1 across 2. Then from here, I'm going to go up 1 to stick 1 out that way. But 1, 2, 3, 4 more up here. 1, 2, 3, 4 more up here. 1, 2, 3 across. 2, 3 across. This is a bit tricky here. 1, 2, 3 across. These two can be doubled. But then down 1 there to be in line with that grid line. Across 1 here. Maybe that. Yep. That seems to check out. What's this square corner here? This seems like a weird one. 334 by 348. Yeah, there's 334. 348's there. Okay. So in 1, up 2. In 1, and then this one's up 2. Okay, I'm going to have to scroll down. Yeah, that's a weird bit of coast there. Bit of Victoria's bottom end there, and coming around to a little bit of some exciting stuff that's happening here. That's going to come through into something even more here. Let's check that out. Yep, as that continues around through there. So what block am I looking at? This is on the 335 east, but we're at 346 there. So let's go another up 1 and across 1. Up 2 more. 1, 2, 3 across. Down 1, across 1. So we're on the 330 line here. But we're at 344, yep. So cross 1, down 1. Oops, not that way. Cross 1, down 1. Yep. Cross 2. Down 1, down 2. Okay. And we're going to do a bit of this. Okay. That's getting close to touching, but that's how it should be. What's this block I'm looking at? That's 327 and 349. Yep, that's there. So we're going to go across 2 and down 1. 325, 350. Right. Cross 1. In fact, actually, it's across 2, really. Down 1. Cross 1, down 1, across 1, down 1. So cross 1, down 1, cross 1, down 1. Cross another one. Gets us in line with that grid line there. 320 by 353. Yep. Cross 1, but then down 2. Okay. Right, so that's at 319. But at but at 355. I don't know that I want to go down to. I think I want to go to 354. Yep. Then only across 1. And then we have to duck back in and go across 2 more. Yep. Up 1 and across 2 more. Okay. These two, and these two. Bam, bam, bam. So those two, those two. Up 1, across 2 more again. Nice gradient edge on this bit here. What am I at? 312 and 351. Yep, so up 1, up. So up 1, up. So up 1, up. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4 across. 1, 2, 3, 4 across. Look at the squiggly bottom edge of Australia. Alright, so we are well and truly moving through South Australia here. I don't know when Western Australia starts, but we are going to be coming up to Western Australia at some point soon here. Which means we are nearly 50% done with the coastline. Once we get to the bottom left of Australia, I'm going to say 50% of the coastline. Alright. Whew, alright, that was a bit of a pause. Where are we at? This is 307, 349. Yes. That makes sense. So up 1 and across 1, 2. Yeah, just 2. Up 1 and only across 2. Puts us in the 5. Yep. Up 1 and across 1. let's just do it. 1, 2, 3. And then, I guess 2 down. Really. If we're going to do that bit, may as well. Well, we're getting some good change of direction now. So that's that bit there, right next to that double grid line. So I've got to come diagonally up from there. At least that one, and then that one. Up 2 more, and then across 1. Up another 1, then across 1, 2, 3 to that grid line there. So 1, 2, 3 to that multiple of 5, yep. So 295 and then 344. 1, 2, yeah, let's do another 3. Up 1 and across 1. One, 2, up 2, across 1. So we're right below that grid line. Yep, good. We're going to go through it. Up 2 and then across 1. Up, across, up, across. Up, across, up, across. Okay. Alright, oh wow, that time's moved quick. Tried to control S again for some reason. Maybe it's when I change the time. Sort of makes it feel more natural. So this is 287 and 337. 287 and 337's way down there. Oh, it's only barely on my map. I've almost scrolled too far. 287, 337. So up, across, up, across. Up, across, up, across. Very zigzaggy on that edge. Just on a multiple of 5. Yep, 285, 335. So up 1, 2, up 3. Now we're going to have to start in on this side a bit. Go across 1. And then, oof, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am then going to go back out 1, and we're going to re-scroll again. Oh, don't tell me we're only now coming up to the bite. I think we are. Once again, I've massively overestimated how quickly things are moving. I think this is coming up into the Great Australian Bite now. Oh, that's so awkward. That's so awkward. Thinking that this was the turn for Western Australia. It's not. This is the turn that's going to come into the bite, I think. Oh, I'm going to zoom out in a minute and check to see. Oh, dear. 285 and then 325. Right there. So going to go 1, 2, 3 up and 1 across. 1, 2, 3 up and 1 across. Then 2 up and 1 across. Put us on that grid line. Yep. Across. So up, across, up, across. Oh, that's just going to be awkward. So where are we? We're there. We're 283. So 2 up, 1 across. Up one across, but then there's an up and across happening there. So 2 up, 1 across, up, across, but then we're still going to go up and up. Up a third one, cross 2, and back down 2. So we're going to have like a little enclosed bit of water there. And we're going to go back up 1. We're going to go across 2. Like that. That's fine. We're allowed to do that. That's what the coast does. Kind of. So 278 on the 315 there. So we're going to go up and then across 1, 2, across at least 3. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely the bite that we're coming into now. Oh dear, let me zoom out and have a look. Yeah. I thought we were running up the edge of Western Australia, and it was actually running up the western edge of Victoria. We're now coming into some of the weird spiky bits leading into the start of the Great Australian Bight. The weird spiky bits that kind of look like a little mini, almost like a mini Italy, hanging off some stuff. Wow, okay, I can see why I thought that that other mini thing was a little bite out the bottom. It's got that kind of shape, but like 100 times smaller. Oh dear. Alright, so city-wise, what is this that we're closing in on here? Yeah, we're coming up on Adelaide. We're not there yet, but we're on our way towards Adelaide and that kind of stuff. Okay, so what coordinate am I looking at? 275 and 314, so I haven't scrolled yet. Alright, 275. Oh, I had scrolled, but I've zoomed. 275. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, so this is going to be fun. Oof. 275 and 314. So let's put that way up there in order to try and capture as much of this as we can. Alright, so that's 275 but 314. So let's go across another one and down one. Cross 1, 2, 3 and down 1. 271, 316. Yes, that's fine. Then we're going to blip out of existence for a bit and reappear at, what's that? 269 by 318. So 269 by 318. Okay. So here's 269 at 318. I'm going to do a little Tetris piece. There we go. Let's do that. So that's 267 at 318. So let's go 266 at 317. There. Cross and down 2. Yep, so 264 at 320. And let's go across onto that. Let's move all that across so we can see that in full. So from there, yeah, let's run it all the way across to 256. we're going to drop one down the bottom there. Then we're going to come up one and across one. Up two more. So that bit's 3 tall on that side there. So that's at 255 but 317. So we're going to go across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before we go up 1. So 1, 3, 4, 5 before we go up 1. And then we're going to go across again 1, 2, 3, 4 before we go down 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 before we go down 1. Good. Okay. And that's technically enclosed. So we can do that. So that border fills a bit there, which means we need to return to the mainland now, to this weird tendril here, and work out where the other part of it was going. So, what's this elbow here? This is 274 by 314. Right. And so this one here, 271 by 315. Yep. So across 1 and up 1. And again and again. Okay. 274 by 312 now. Yep. And carry that on for 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minecraft days go very fast. I mean, it's the 20-minute day. 10 minutes of day, 10 minutes of night. So every 10 minutes I'm having to skip forward 10 minutes, technically. Alright, so what am I looking at here? That's 74, but that's 307. So let's go up another 1, 2, 3, 4 before we go across 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 before we go across 1. Then up 1, 2 before we go across 1. Up another 2, then across 1, and that should be diagonal to that guy. Yep. Then up and across. Across another one. And I guess I'll go maybe even across another one, then down 2. It's a little bit chunky there, but that's fine. Across another one. So we're in line with that grid line. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cross 1, then down 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to have to scroll sideways again now. See the rest of that shape. So across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then down 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then down 1. Ooh, do I really want to do that one down one there? Yeah, I will. It's a little bit out, but it's fine. So I'll take that one as well. Oh! I guess it can technically rain. Oh dear, I guess that shows how often I what am I even saying? I paused to sneeze there, and now I've muted myself and I've checked that I've unmuted, and I've lost my train of thought. What was wrong with it raining? That's a good point. What was wrong with it raining? Yeah, I think I was also trying to say something about I obviously can't remember the rain command, because once upon a time it was toggle downfall. slash toggle downfall, and that just moved between true and false. But I guess now that we've got multiple weather conditions, like there was rainy, there was clear, and there was storm, or something else. So it's not just a binary choice anymore. So I guess they've changed it to set weather, like set day and things like that. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's true, Katooth. What was wrong with it raining? So I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'll flick back into the game, and I'll... No, not set weather. Just that, weather, rain. So, thunder, that's it. There we go, now it's raining again. Now we're not going to be able to tell when it's day or night. Alright, maybe we should just have it rain, like, perpetually, as a bit of ambiance. Alright, where am I even at? What are we even doing? This is 260 by 310. Oh, this is this awkward bit. Alright. I feel like I want to jut that out by one more. Like I'm taking a bit of creative liberty here because this is all on diagonal, sort of, not diagonals, but this is all on grid line edges, not in the grids. So from here we want to run up 1, 2, sure, 1, 2, and probably across 2, really, before it tapers back to 1 for like a single block. I'd like to find where's 265,305 at? It's here. Here's 265,305. So I'm just gonna fill that in. 265,305 has one more coming off it there, and that goes all the way down. So yes, there's that one block of thinness there. Right, so it does that. So here's 265,305. So it goes up 3 more blocks. Two, 3, and then out for 2, then back in. So we're at 265, so we're at 301. So 1, 2, 3 up, and then we jut out for 1 again. 3 up, and just jut out for 1. I could like fill that in as well too, but I mean, it's fine. Scroll the map. Okay. 265 at 298. So up 2 more. Cross 1. Yeah, up 1. Cross 1 up 2, maybe? So 67 and 93. Yep. Cross 1 up 1, cross 1 up 1, sure. Whoops. Cross 1 up 1, cross 1 up 1. Yep, so 69.91. Yep. Up 1, then up and across. So up 1, then up and across. So 68. 89. Do I really want to do that? 268. Yeah. 289. Yeah, that's fine. Up another 2. Okay. Scroll the map again. Oh, I can see the tippy top of this bit we're cutting into. So that's that bit there where we're going up to. I'm going to go across 2, back to this grid line, then up 2, which puts us on the 5. Yep. Then from here, I reckon 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 up, 1 across. 2, 3, 4 up, 1 across. Yep. Up 1 and across 1 again. Up 1, across 2. Down 1, 2. What's this? 267 by 282. Yeah, shouldn't be as open as it is. That should be almost touching in here, but that's fine. We're like a 1 block out, sort of somewhere in there. 266 and 284. Cross 1, down 1. Puts us on the multiples of 5. Another cross 1, down 1. Cross 1, down 1, 2, 3. Cross 1, down 1 to get onto that grid line edge there. And then we scroll the map again. So we're on our way back down again now. A bit more south building, which is good. Oh, it's getting dark. There we go. Daytime in the rain now instead of nighttime in the rain. Alright. 262 at 290. Oh yes, we're way up there. Okay. Yes, that's right, because I've scrolled the map now. 262 at the 290. So, down 1, in 1, sure. And maybe another in 1 and down 1. Then cross 2. Cross a third one, then down 2. Cross another 2. Down 1, and we're on the 5s, yep. Then we're going to zigzag. Bam, bam, bam. So 1, 2, 3 sets of zigs. So bam, 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 bam. Alright, so do-do, do-do, do-do. And then we're going to go down another one, and then across 2. Yep, and we're straight on top of that. So we're going to go into that, across and down 2. Scroll the map. Okay. Cross and down 2. We're going to go another across 1, down 1. Cross 1, down 1, 2. Again, some tricky stuff happening here. I'll just do that. Those 2. So from this one, cross 1, down 2. But then back up to here. And zigzag that 1, 2, 3 more times as well. So bam, bam. That's 1, 2, 3. But that's a bit too far because so this one here is the 05 one. So So this one here. Bam, bam. So from this one we're going to come in 1 and up 1, 2, 3, 4 before we go back out 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 before we go back out 1. 1, 2, 3 at least. If not a whole lot more. So that's at 243, but 296. Yep, up 1 and across 1. This puts us on that row of 5. Or column of 5. No, row of 5. 242 at 295. Then we're going to zigzag again. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Let's take us to 238, 291. Yep. Then up 1, 2, 3 before we go across 1. 1, 2, 3 before we come back across 1. Then zig and zig. Zig and zig. And from there, we're going to have to scroll. Alright, looking at 235 by 286. Yep. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's go 3 across. 2.5, but let's call it 3. So up 1, across 1, up 1, across 1. Up, across. Get us in the 230s, but at 84. So 1, 2. Yeah, let's just go up the 2. Then across 2. Then up. Yeah, let's go up 1, 2, 3. Then back across 1. Up 1, across 1, 2, 3 again. Up 1 across 1, 2, 3. Up 1 for a pokey yaddy bit. But then up 2 more. Scroll the map. One for the pokey yaddy bit there, then up the 2 more. So across 2. Oops, pushing the wrong buttons. So we go across 2, and then I'm going to do a floating diagonal one there. Up. Let's go up 2 even. Exaggerate this a bit. Go up 2, across 1, across 2, let's go across 3. 1, across 2, across 3, then we can go down 2. Yeah, make that look bigger than that really is. It's rounded, not cubical like that, but anyway. 1, 2, 3, to get back in line with that grid again. Yep. Let's go up 2 and across 2. One, and it's going to go across a bunch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before we duck down 1. 1, 2, 4, 5 before we duck down 1. Scroll the map. So that's at 212 and 272. Yep. So we're going to go across 2 more there. Get us in line with that grid. Up 1 and across 2. Up, across, up, 2 across. Up, across, up, 2 across. Yeah. Then up, then 1, 2, 3 across. 2, 3. Alright. Up, then 1, 2, 3, 4 across. It's almost parabolic there. And now where are we at now? So this is 198. Yep, and 267. So there. Should we have gone up a second one back there? Maybe. 198 and 267. 198 there, yep, 267 there. Nah, let's come down one now. It's barely on there. Let's go across 1, 2, 3. Get us back onto the 195. Yep. Oh, this is a long horizontal bit here. Keep this going horizontally until we hit 187, then duck down 1. It's getting dark. There we go. Alright, there's 187, duck down 1. Then keep that going until we hit 180. Yep, and then duck down 1 onto that grid. Oh, the rain stopped. All on its own now. Okay, and from there, go across a bunch more. Scroll across. So, go across to 175. Yep, and we're going to go down 1, and then across and down 1 again, then across 2 and down 1. $72 and 273. Across 2 and down 1. Well. Yeah, across 2 and down 1. So 170 and 274. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Down 2, let's say. 1, 2, 3. Down 1. 1, 2, and then down 1. And is that 162? Yep. 278 it is? Yes, okay. Alright, so 162 by 278. 6, 7, 78. So we're going to go across 1, 2, 3, then down 1. 1, 2, 3, and then down 1. Yep. Then we're going to keep that going all the way across to 146. Wow. Whoop, that was too fast. Still too fast. That's 146, right. Long flat section there. I'm going to go down 1. That's 145, 280. Good, that's a checkpoint to scroll it on. back into the diagonals. Alright. 145, 280. Let's do a down one, across one. And let's do another across and down. Across and down. Across, across, down, down. So 140 and 285. Yep. 2 across, 1 down, 2 across. 2 across, 1 down, 2 across. 2 down. 3 across. 1 down. Then 1, 2, 3 across to be on top of that grid line. Yep. And then we'll do another across and down next to it. And scroll the map. Let's go across. Down 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Across 1. Down 1, 2, 3. Across 1. Down 1, 2, 3. Across 1, down 1. Across 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 2. But then back to this one. And back to this one, in fact. Two more than down 1. At least another across one there. Scroll the map and figure out what we're going to do about that. We're getting into lumpy bumpy sort of base of things here. I know I keep saying this, I want to say that we're entering Western Australia. The boy who cried Western Australia. What is this? 116 by 302. So we're there. I'm going to go across 1, down for 2, but then back up in. So this will be 114 at 302. Yep. Cross 1, 2, 3. Then down for 2, in a little sort of block like that. That's the first one we've done on a higher plane. 109, 302. 1, 2. So 107, 302. We're going to go down 1. Cross 2. I'm gonna do another one of them there. 105, 303. Gonna come up 1. Get back in line with this sort of flat edge here again. 302, then across 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that red one coming up. Down 2. We're going to scroll the map again. Yep, that's 100 by 300. Just up there that we're glancing past the edge of. which means we're close to the, like, that over there. That's the edge of the grid. Western Australia's got to turn around before we get to there. Wow. That's so weird being able to see the edge of the grid. I can barely even see the other side of Australia over there. So we are coming up close to 50% then of the coast. And we can kind of use that to gauge roughly how much we've been doing then. How long it's taken to get this bit done, yeah. Oh, just double clicked out of that. Okay, lost my bearings for a minute. 101, 304 is that block there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more across. (96) by 304. So down 1, across 3. So down 1 here. Across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before down 1. Or do I? That's 88,307. Nah, I want one more. I want 87,307. Really? Then zigzag and zigzag. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Make it the morning. There we go. Or make it daytime even. So that's 85 but 309. 85 but 310 on a grid line there. In 1, then down 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's move all that across. So I'm going to call it when we start to round the bottom of Western Australia there, just so we've got a rough eye on time and how long we're starting to track. Yes, it's outside the environment. Yeah, yep. No, absolutely. I'm not doing a very good job of keeping an eye on chat whilst doing this, because I'm constantly flicking back and forwards between other tabs and things to see what blocks we're up to. 84, but I do appreciate the company. 84, 313. Yeah, we're getting into the brain fog territory. I'm having to constantly check what block I'm up to and cross-reference that against the map. So we can't do this much longer. Just enough to round the bottom of Western Australia here. 84, 313. How many times can I say that? That's that one there. So we're going to go across 1 and down 1 again. Then across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 1, 2. Cross and down. Cross 2. Down 1, 2, 3. Put us on that grid line. 75 by 320, yes. Cross 2 and down 1. Cross 1, down 2 even. But then diagonally back up 1. And we'll keep that going across 2 more even. So that's 69 by 322. Yep. We'll go across 1 more and then we'll duck down. So 68, 323. And we'll just keep that going all the way through to 60. Okay, which is that grid line. And from there, Oh, there's the rain back. I'm going to go across one more even. To go do a chunk there. Go across one there. 57 at 323. Up one, and then across 3. $54 at 322. Yeah. Up and across, up and across. Yeah. Up and across, up and across. 2 away from that grid line, but we've got to scroll the map. Up and across again. So diagonally above that grid point. Yep. Up and across, let's say just 2 more, 2 and a bit, but let's just say 2. Up 1. So what's that? That's 49 by 318. Now let's go another one. Let's do 48. Let's go wild. 48 by 318. Then we can go up 1 and across 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's go up 1, or even up 2, and we go across 1. Then up 1, 2, 3, and across 1. 2, 3, and whoops, there, jump across 1 there. And we'll go up 2 and re-scroll the map to see what's going on here. Because we're tucking back around. What's that? 42 by 310. Yeah. I'm even going to do a little 41 by 310. And that, I'm going to do that. It's a little bit off the grid, but it adds a bit of flair because of what's happening there. So that's 43, 311, so I'm going to take that across to 45. 311, yep, I'll go up into 310. Cross 1 up 2 more. Cross 1, then up a heap. Keep that going up all the way to 301. Okay, 47 at 301. Travel that up to 46 at 298. At 298. Yep, we're getting lumpy bits here. 45 at 298. Let's do that one. That one there, and that one there. That one there, and that one there. So we've got a water gap there at 46 by 297. Yep, good. So that's 46 295. So up another 1, 2, 3, 4, then across one. 1, 2, 3, 4, then back across one. That'll put us on that grid line there. 45 at 290. Alright, I'm just going to zoom out and have a little look around for a sec. Okay, we might be calling it then. What's that city there? Unbelievable. We've just hit Perth. Like bang on. Alright. Let me zoom out on my map so that I can appreciate what I've just done there, and then we can zoom out in Minecraft and enjoy all of that together. Okay, we're making a wrap for this evening. Let me switch over to OBS real quick. Okay, we've been going nearly 3 hours, so we'll chat about this for 5 minutes, and then it'll hit us 3 hours. A lake? Question mark. yeah, this tiny little pond here. That's it. There's Perth. Welcome to Perth. Round about here somewhere. It's Perth. So we're coming up Western Australia's edge here. So bit of scope. Here's the bottom of Western Australia. We're turning up there. Let's even take F3 off. And also, now that I'm aware of what we're doing, let me change this from start marking out blocks for the Australian East Coast. That is completely false. We are not even doing that anymore. Continue working on the Australian West Coast. There we go. That's our actual current objective. We should be able to continue working on the West Coast. That's severely out of date. So let's zoom out a bit. So here is, and let's go to day. Come on. All right, and let's fix that weather, just for better daytime viewing, bit more clarity. All right. So here's the bottom of Western Australia, coming along here, all very sort of flat along the bottom of the country, until we come through into here, and we're entering the Great Australian Bight, the bottom of South Australia, with a bit of funny stuff going on here, and filled in land in a variety of places because it gets so close that you can't really tell the border. Here's Victoria down here. Here's the bit that we mistakenly thought was the Great Australian Bight when we first started making it, because it feels like a mini version of that, just scaled way down. And I don't know how I thought that was that, and how I thought that this was us coming up Western Australia, but I did. It's way over there. I don't know why I thought it was that when there was so much grid still over there, but anyway. Here's the bottom of Victoria. Big flat bit at the bottom of the country there. Isn't that just Melbourne? Basically. Yeah, it's basically just Melbourne. Coming up the east coast of Australia, all the nondescript bits as we go up past Canberra, through Sydney, through Newcastle, all the way up the coast. Foster Tuncurry, Port Macquarie, Kempsey, heading into Queensland. Getting into some of the spiky bits that stick out of Queensland's edge here. Coming up to the edge of Queensland, that's where the cattle grows. up in Queensland. Interesting that we had stuff spawn there, but not anywhere else. I don't know how that works. But anyway. And here's the tippy top of Queensland. So if we take a moment to rush back down to the bottom of South Australia, and let's go up even higher, see if we can get that real big vantage point again of the country. Alright, up we go. Let's turn F3 off. Let's try and get a little bit of sense of magnitude here. Look at that. get an empty hand. Nope. Is that better? Empty hand, grass block. Look at that. Don't be concerned about the fact that the grid is significantly larger than Australia. Let's just say that's for later. But there you go, look at that. That's basically a oh, these clouds. Let me just come down a little bit, just to get out of the way of those clouds. And of course there's the overlay on screen that's cutting off the top of that as well. Can I get it a little bit higher? Oh. I'll just wait for that cloud to move out of view. No Tasmania, not yet. Not yet, Katooth. That's why we've got so much extra grid down the bottom, right? We've got room. We've got room. But I haven't lifted my pen from the page yet. We're still getting around the coast of Australia. So there you go. Look at that. How's that for progress? It's like looking at the Great Wall of China from space or something like that, isn't it? We're looking at a pixel width thickness of the coast of Australia, and I'd say that's more than 50% done based on where we're at there. And what, each block has a resolution of 10 kilometers. That's our scale, right? One block to 10 kilometers. So looking down at all those edges where you can make out, I don't know how well this is showing up on the stream, but looking on the massive monitor here with my face like a few inches from the screen, I can see the individual width of blocks as individual pixels and things here. They're kind of minimal units of measurement. And each of those sort of block widths, that's 10 kilometers, effectively, to some extent. That's kind of the scale that this is all happening on here. So, yeah, no, I'm quite satisfied with that. That is a good start. Like, it's going to get fiddlier as we get deeper into this, but just like any good jigsaw puzzle, getting the borders sorted, maybe that would make for a good thumbnail shot. That might be a good thumbnail shot right there, I reckon, if I straighten that up a bit and we pause on that a bit longer. I'll find a thumbnail right from there. That's it. You could run a maths lesson and explain why islands have infinite perimeter. Indeed, we could do a little bit of fractal geometry here. Drop the block, maybe. If I do, I've got an empty hand. Maybe we do that. Maybe we just have an empty hand. That might be nicer. I've got to do something. Well, what I can do actually is I'll do that. Somewhere in there, I'll grab the thumbnail from the part where I've got the frame where there's no hand up, where there's nothing on the screen. So that'll be a bit of hard work for me later to snip out the exact thumbnail from that shot. And the cloud's coming in to block our view. So I say let's wrap that up there. Save and quit to title. Saving world. Why do I feel like I need to make a backup of this Minecraft world? It looks so scary because it looks empty there. Let's go into it and just double check it's still there. It is. Oh, and it loads. Look at that. Look at how it loads. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Because of our render distance. Okay, let's get out of here. Amazing work, everyone. Let's throw the thing up then. So, thank you, everyone, for tuning in. That was another stream to be overthunk by Sharky. And I will catch you in the next one as we continue to build a bit more of Australia. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.